Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. So today, really, I have a very nice surprise as I found out that Google has created a new tool called NotebookLM. So honestly, as a teacher, this tool is really going to help me and also help my students. Why? Because it is an artificial intelligence that is capable of summarizing and creating a plan from a video, from a document. And that is really very interesting. So, of course, on social media, I saw that everywhere. They just published the official demonstration of this tool. And what interested me the most is this function, the map creation function. That means I provide as input, for example, a PDF document or a video. And then it actually gives me, it is capable of understanding multiple formats, whether video, audio, or text. It can capture what we call the connections between this information, and then it will give me, in fact, a map, a global plan, where I can zoom in, I can click, I can navigate to better understand how it works. So I like to do a little test with you. So here we are going to click on create a notebook. Okay, so here obviously I am on the official link. I will put it in the description for you. So I click to create. Here is our notebook, and there you will see. I have several possibilities. Either I actually apply my file here, so I can put a PDF, a text, an audio MacDAW as well, even an MP3, okay? Or I have the option to provide a direct link from my Google Drive. Imagine I have a video, for example, that is, well, of large capacity. I can connect it with Google Drive. I can either provide the direct link or copy and paste the text. So I would like to test with you one or two of my videos here on YouTube. So we will tell it, listen, we will provide a YouTube link. So there I would just need to put the link, YouTube. And on YouTube, I will take, in fact, my very latest video that I made about N8N. So this is a 1-hour video actually, where I talked about many concepts. So here we will just take that video. So I will copy it. I will do the test with you right now in real time. So here I will simply paste the link. So look at it here. I have put the link to that video. It's just a matter of copy pasting. And then there's a little button there, insert, to insert the system. So here you will see that I can also, for a single way or in a single step, you peux pas add multiple sources and ask to process all those sources at the same time. Imagine that I have several videos talking about the same topic. For example, here, if I go back here, I have, for instance, we can say that here I have several videos, for example, these 4 videos that talk about the same topic, the same software. So at that moment, instead of watching and going through all those videos, I can add them all here. But to ask this intelligence to explain it to me, to give me a summary. So to start, it automatically detected the video. It retrieved the title here. And you saw that there, of course, it told me that it's a single source. And it gave me a quick recap. And that's what's very interesting. After that, I can save it in a note. I can also make an audio summary. And today, the audio summary is much more advanced in English. So, if your video is in French, the audio summary is not really available. There, le portail can also create a summary document. And I can also ask it to do some specific tasks on this video. So I have this section here. We call it the section, so studio. So in this studio section, there are still other functions I can perform. So firstly, there's the possibility that it will create something like a podcast. There will be 2 people speaking, one asking a question, the other answering, and that actually creates. So a kind of podcast that is very interesting to me. I can simply also post it on my YouTube channel with just images, screens passing by. And there, of course, it is much more advanced in English. And there is also the notes section where I can actually create a study guide. And there, the Q&A of this system where I can also create quizzes. And there, the summary document and timeline. So let's try clicking here on timeline a little to see what it will look like. And here we go, there it is. It moves to generation, as you can see there. So the note, and it usually takes a few seconds to start. There it is, actually doing for me there. what we call the timeline theme. So when I click here, you will see that it gave me the summary of everything. There is my video actually in this way. So as a result, if I look actually, there it is. It noted that I started with the introduction. My presentation, the comparison between Make and N8N, the workings of the agent, practically everything it is saying here is true. So as a result, this is my note. So consequently, the note is saved here. If I ask it to create a study guide for me, so there you see, it will proceed to make that guide. So the same thing, in a few seconds, it will handle the generation. And there, when I click here, I have a guide. So generally, what is the guide? It can give me quizzes so that I can simply, well, these are short answer quizzes, where I can actually use it if I ever teach the course. Or if you have watched the video, you can check it a bit. Subsequently, the key points of the answers on this quiz, to understand how to respond to all those points. What we call essay questions, there are also. Here are the keywords, in fact, that have been used throughout the system. And as you will see there, he is explaining definition data in relation to all the software, or the technical terms that are used in the system. And that is really very, very interesting. So, really, the guide side, timeline side, it is up to the mark. Frequently asked questions. There too, from this video, he will try a little to give the questions that users might ask, or that I haven't provided too much information. And so, as a result, he will try to actually give me all the questions and the answers to those questions here. And that is really very, very useful, especially in the comments. In the videos, people are asking questions and don't really have the right answer. And so there I can generate that and include them as well. So along with the video, this will greatly help with that work. So summary document, we will finally see with the summary document section. And there you go. So here it's a bit, let's say, a well-made, well-formatted document in the form of sections where I have all the steps I used in my system. And there really is the strength of this intelligence. I will try to ask it to create the plan for me. So there I will tell it, create, quite simply to create a mind map. And there we will simply launch this request. So the request is simple. I will ask it to actually create a plan for me. And I look here at the response. It tells me that it's a training, let's say practical. It actually can't create the plan because it's much more. In fact, manipulation, so there. As a result, what we call mind maps, it can't create them. So that's why. In fact, I have another video here. So this is another video where there is much more. So here is a theoretical part where it will outline the steps to implement, to execute a specific task with the same subject and with N. You will see there, when I put my video here, you will see that it was simply able to give me a recap. And there I have the possibility to work with mind map. So when I click on this link, you will see that it will generate the plan. And here we will click to see the plan, and there you go. So what is the result here? It just gave me a plan. So in this training, it told me, here you go, you provided information about N8N. He explained what the AI agent is. What is the MCP, so the Model Context Protocol? What is the difference between N8N and Make, and then how to do the hosting of N8N in an unlimited way. And there I took a case study. So as a result, when I look at this system, it's a system here that is still very detailed. You will see that when I click on a part, it can obviously go a bit more in detail to give me all the information. And you will see that there it will actually refer again to the internet, to all the information, the details, for example. There, where I was explaining what the agent is, you will see that every time I provide information, if, for example, the memory, it gives me. In fact, here are references to deepen my research in memory. And that's what makes it strong. In fact, you will see that if there are subsets, when here, for example, here components, look here components, it gave me, normally we will find, here are the components, input, output. The model is a bit like what I explained in the training, and that's really interesting. Why do I have the option here to download it? So when I click, there you go, I open it here. So this is a plan that has just been downloaded, as you can see there. So I can print it, I can use it elsewhere. And also, I have the option, in fact, to share it. And that's what actually makes this system even more interesting. Because sharing this plan with other people on my team will obviously allow me to do, for example, even when I present the training, I can start by working with this plan to explain the general outline of the training so that all students and participants can follow this system. So, honestly, it's a very interesting artificial intelligence. Even with the free account, we were able to do all this work. And it really makes a difference. It's truly a great tool. It will especially help people who want to teach or those who have sources of information and really want to use it. It's like pedagogy with this system which will help us execute the work well. One last test that is very interesting. Here, I will click to add a note. You will see that here I will add a document, either PDF or Word. Generally, when I conduct my classes, all my course materials are already on this application, Napkins. So, as a result, I can select one of my course materials in the system, regardless of the type of tool, and then click on Share here, and I can simply, of course, either retrieve the link, download it as a PDF, or even export it as a Word document on Google Docs. So, what's interesting, it's that I can come here and, of course, import this course material. As I come, I do it here, hope. I take this course material, I do a certain. You will see that it will quickly summarize it. This is what interests me. In fact, where it can create a podcast where there will be a discussion between two people. Someone asks the question, the other answers, and it's as if there you go. It's a podcast between a profile and a student. A podcast between two experts, a podcast with a journalist. And there you have it, the person involved. And so really it helps a lot to listen and understand the course. So there you just need to click on generate. I did it here. So I'm going to let you listen to the result a little bit. Of course, here I took content in English. It's just to test and see the effectiveness of this. Okay, Manatobe. So we have been uncovering tool, fascinated by things. It's the whole world of AI and automation. It's really exploding. And there's what's in the background, in particular, AI agents that really caught my attention. And then you added tools like NEN and the context model, the protocol, and well, the possibilities are a bit overwhelming. So today, I thought we could really kick all this off. Make sure we understand what's happening, what it can do, and how it all comes together to build seriously powerful automations. Yes, absolutely. I mean, you're right, things are happening at the speed of light and AI agents are at the forefront of this. You can think of them as intelligent programs, meaning they are built to achieve a specific goal, and they can do this by sensing their digital environment, analyzing information, and taking actions on their own without needing someone to constantly tell them what to do. Frankly, it's very interesting, so as a result, I can share, as I can obviously download it, and that's very interesting. It creates a podcast, it really creates an interaction in relation to a course, in relation to a subject, and it helps with learning. And that's what makes the difference today with these kinds of AI. How we can transform a traditional course material into a much more advanced, much more interesting resource. And above all, the interlocutor or the person who is going to learn. In fact, they won't just watch the video from start to finish, spending an hour watching a YouTube video. No, they will use AI. But be careful to generate an even better quality of result from the basic content, because AI will also provide you with other resources. It will facilitate learning for you, either in the form of a quiz, a podcast, or an audio format. Because look here, I can simply ask it to generate an audio for me from this document, which is a Word or PDF document. And that too is very interesting. It's still free. That's what makes this tool powerful. And I think, personally, that it's an indispensable tool today to enhance learning with AI. And there you have it, we've reached the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you want to support me, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can continue creating free videos on YouTube. And if you want to join my community, Udemy if you want to have even more advanced, more detailed training with more examples and practical workshops. I have put on my website the 2-pack. The first one, it simply contains all my training in artificial intelligence, automation, and our codes. And the second one is a complete pack. It contains approximately 1,000 hours of training. You will even find digital marketing inside. Don't forget to simply use the code I created especially for my YouTube community. It's a code that is YT20. This one will simply give you a discount of 20% on these packages from yesterday. Please note it's a code that is only valid for my YouTube subscribers. Thank you very much and see you soon.